There are some places. If the cotton is not very plump, push the tweezers in that direction.
Let's make it a little fuller and then a few more times. Add in new cotton. And then head in that direction. The cotton has been stuffed to their satisfaction. Insert the thread into the needle. And then I'm going to take this one. Thread pick this outer half stitch. From the outside in. And then it goes in from the inside out, it's always the outside half stitch. From the outside in, pick this coil. And then it goes in from the inside out. Pull it tight and pull it through to the center. Through the eye of the needle, look for a needle eye nearby. Tie a knot. Insert several times between the needles. Cut off this excess thread. Because it is a spiral hook method, so there's no pull marks. Let's pick one side at random for heads. Whole horn. The stitch was added to the last stitch, so it has a distinct radian here. You can do it this way. Of course you can sew it like this. Stuff the horns with cotton. I'm going to do it in this outward way, sew it on. First of all, find this position and find the insert. Come through. And again through this needle on this side. And then the next. We're in the eye of the needle. This way, stitch by stitch. Hold it out in the next stitch. The hardest stitches in and out, stitch by stitch. And then there's a needle point. And then through the inside of the body. Tie a knot in the side stitch. Rewear. Finally, trim off any excess threads. This horn is done. This horn has a blue and gray, the elastic collar of a colored rubber band. To the oak trap and sewed another horn. And then we'll close it up. This eye is a little bit above this one, the big eyes are a little bit below this. Small eyes. Thread this needle and insert a little bit of padded cotton. And then you start stitching it up, stitch by stitch. Come out and sew it in. And then sew it onto this body. It also comes out of here. And sew it on top of this eye. And sew it on top of the main body. Wear out. I'm not going to do it all here. Pull tight on this one because it's a white thread, so make a knot on this white line right here. Then cut the wire end. Give it another squeeze. Sew up this big eye. The big eye is under the small eye. Maybe 1 or 2 lines. And then it comes out of here. And then it comes out through the coil here. Reinsert. And then you put it into your body. So this I step by step. I'm not going to do it all here. Now let's sew up the arm. Coil penetration. And then you squash it. Here is the drawing needle pinched flat. And then you just go straight to this flat seam twice. This is the one that pulls out and we put it down. We sew this arm in the middle of this eye. And then we insert it into this arm. Let's pull this tight a little bit. Then sew the next 2 stitches. Tensioning. And go through it this way. It comes out here. And then after this, how about here? If we fix 2 stitches down here at one point, his arm will drop naturally. And after that we're in this armpit. Tie a knot, find a coil and tie it. The underarm is that obvious. And then it goes inside the body. Tighten and then cut the wire end. Let's do it the same way. After stitching up the other arm, let's attach this tongue to the body. It's in the middle of the crotch. Let's fix it after this middle, and then we can use it again. The blue line. It's on this thread that's behind this. Tie a knot. And then you put it through. Cut off this thread. Let's take the blue line. The method of chain embroidery is adopted. Start about 3 stitches from this point, then a needle eye came out. Here. Come out and come out right here where you put the needle. On the way out, wind this thread around the pin. And then we stretch it out. And then you go in and out of this needle. Get out of here. Just wrap it around this vermicelli. Wrap around this thread and then come out. And then come out of here, go in and come out of the next needle. Be sure to thread the pink thread in too. Bring together, get out of here, this line is wound again. And then you go in here. Come out down here. And then we go in from here. Come out on top. Now this radian goes up a little bit. Wrap the thread around the needle. Yeah, and put it on like this. And then it goes in here, come through here and go around. I'm going to go through this needle right here, thread it through this needle. Gently pull on this thread. Let me rearrange this radian a little bit, let's make it a little smoother. This one right here. Put it through a needle. Tie a knot at this end of your thread. And hide the thread through your body. Rebreak, so we have this part of the body sewn. Now let's take this angle over here. Let's do it like this over here, pull out a corner socket. Alright, let's get the wire ready. And then from underpass, let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 4 pins between laps 6 and 7, we are mainly here. Pull out this corner hole, alright, let's take the line from underpass and then it comes out. There are about 4 subtitles in 1234. And then it comes out of here. Here it is. We'll just pull these 2 wires tight. And when you pull it tight, it forms a little den like this. I'm repeating it twice here, so his nest is a little deeper. Tie 2 knots. So there's a radian coming out. And then we're going to do it again. Pull it down hard. Then tie a knot. Go through the back and into the body. Cut these threads after dealing with, then our little monster is done.